I have no idea what this video is going to look like, but there's a few things that I need to do around the shop, and I thought better filmed than not. There's stuff I typically wouldn't do a full video on, but a few things together might make a full video, so that's what I'm gonna do. Run through them a little bit quicker than I usually would, a little bit more fast-paced. First one, new shelf. For those wondering, these are both Husky shelves from Home Depot. They're like a dark gray powder coat. They probably call it black, but they each hold 10,000 pounds a piece, so they're super sturdy. God forbid there's ever 10,000 pounds on them, but if you wanted to, it could be done. They're super minimal looking, and they're perfect for what I'm trying to accomplish here, which is get this stuff off the damn floor. There's stuff like this all around the perimeter of the shop. I like that it's there, I like that I have it, and I even enjoy looking at it, just not on the floor. It needs to be off the ground. It's messing with workflow, messing with energy. So the goal here, get all that stuff off the floor, all around the shop. I want it to look clean, but I do want to enjoy looking at the stuff and have easy access to it for projects. Organize it by car, organize it by engine, whatever, just not on the floor. So step in the right direction. I'm gonna take this stuff out of boxes eventually, so it's a little bit more visually stimulating and a mystery of what's not a mystery of what's in it, so I can grab it. But yeah, this is task number 1 for the day, complete. What it looks like. It's tint for headlights, or in our case, fog lights. So we're gonna do the fog lights on the LX470. I've wanted to do this forever. It looks very cool every time I've seen it. The only problem is I've never done this. I've never tinted a single thing. So I asked a friend, He suggested this brand, Luxe. I'll leave a link in the description below. Website was awesome. It feels good, but me telling you that means absolutely nothing. The guy who suggested it, his name Paul, he does this stuff all the time, tints, wraps, whatever. He has a very cool Scion FRS on Rhoda something, but good car, good guy. If this is good, we have him to thank, and if it's terrible, we can fuel his social media with hatred, which is also completely fine. But I'm going to pull the Lexus in, pop the fog lights out. I'll time-lapse the first one just to kind of get a feel for this, to see if I can even make this happen. And then I'll show you a little bit more in-depth look on the second one. We have quite a bit of film to work with, so if I mess up a couple times, it shouldn't be a big deal. course, is the S52 harness for the S52 engine. So it's in a box because it's about to take a little bit of a vacation to Illinois to see a friend there. This harness has tons of bulk on it. There's tons of stuff that doesn't need to be there that just makes it kind of a nest. So he's gonna take it all out, slim it down as much as possible, add a few different connectors that it is gonna need in addition to what it already has, label it, and then it's gonna come back, plug and play, ready to just go directly in the car. It's gonna simplify it so much for me and make it a lot easier. Wiring's very confusing and he's very good at it, so this is gonna be perfect. I just added that in this video because I was doing it today. I thought someone might enjoy to see it, but yeah. Next up, the bigger part, I'd say the grand finale of the video, is gonna be steam cleaning the undercarriage of the M3. It's in really good shape. It just needs a light cleaning to make it kind of set it off, I guess. It's not gonna be flawless under there, but I think to add to the overall look of the car, it's very important. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tape this box up and then we'll run the before shots on the M3. Work out perfectly to plan, but I think it worked out very, very good considering the age of this car. So it's almost 30 years old. There's 30-year-old Cosmoline, 30-year-old oil spray, and just gunk everywhere. But all that considered, I think it turned out very, very good. I focused a lot on the painted areas where the paint gets blown in underneath the vehicle on the body. They look super, super solid. I left the hard lines front to back covered in the oil spray. It's best that way. In my experience on my cars, hard lines are usually one of the first things to go underneath the car, cause little bursts and problems, but this car is good, so I'm just gonna leave it that way. And then heavy oil spray in certain areas. A lot of times it's just best left than not, so did that. Suspension components are super solid. They're all gonna get coated in the restoration video. That's the next video on this car, so not to worry about any of those. And yeah, for this being a 30-year-old car, it's a Florida car, which are obviously gonna be in better condition than a Canadian car regardless. But this is kind of crazy. There's no rust on anything. I've looked in every little nook and cranny. The only speck of rust I can honestly find is on the brake discs, which is just from washing them. That's gonna come off the second that brakes are applied. So yeah, it's cool to be in the presence of greatness when I own literal crap. So this is cool and this is fun. And I'm very excited to show you guys the next video on it. That concludes this one. This was a bit different. I haven't done a video like this ever, so if you liked it, please let me know. And if you made it this far also, let me know. Thanks for watching.